Hey, I'm Christy and this is Protege. And first of all, I want to say thanks for being patient because several people asked me for my smoothie recipe and I said, oh, I'll just put a video up because so many people are asking me. And then it's taken me longer than I expected to do that. So I'm finally getting that up for you guys. So just in general with my smoothies, I have sort of a general plan with it and things that I always have in there. And then other ingredients I trade out with seasonal produce and just kind of what I have around or what I'm in the mood for. So I'm just going to go over that really quickly, what I put in and how I do it, and there you have it. So first of all, I always have a banana. Always have a banana in my smoothie. I'm kind of a big texture fiend, and if it's not the right texture, I don't want to eat it. I care about texture more than flavor, so there you have it. I always have to have a banana in. Today I'm putting in chard. This is just green chard. And I usually kind of rip it up into smaller pieces, but not super small, and throw that in there. I don't always have chard, but I usually have some kind of dark green. Sometimes I'll use kale, or I love rainbow chard too. I'll just, rip up whatever's kind of in season, like I said, and stick it in there. Today I have half a lemon that I was using for my water earlier, so I'm just going to squeeze that in there. And these are sprouts, and these particular sprouts are pea shoots, and I love to use sprouts. I don't always use them, but I do sometimes. Sprouts are really high in bioavailable minerals, vitamins, phytochemicals. They're higher in protein than the actual original seeds. They're just amazing stuff, and a lot of people grow their own sprouts. I haven't done that. I'm pretty lazy with that, so I just buy them at the store. So that's a good thing to put in. I tend to put in quite a bit. I just have like a pretty big handful. I'm squeezing this, so it's a lot of sprouts. But once you blend it, the volume is much less. Okay, so I happen to have some blueberries, just frozen ones that I only have a few left of, so I'm going to stick those in there. Sometimes I'll put flax meal in. My mom gave me this. It's just Bob's Red Mill. They tend to have products that will say gluten-free on them, so I trust them and I like them, so I'm going to dump that in there. The thing that I always use that I don't have today, I just ran out and completely forgot to get at the co-op, is protein powder. I usually use hemp just because it's super easy to digest and it's really high protein. The other thing I put in, and I already stuck this in earlier, is wheatgrass powder. And I showed you guys this before in a previous video, but it's gluten-free and raw. It's amazing grass. It's good stuff. So even though I'm putting a lot of greens in there, I just like to have the barley. I'll either use barley or this wheatgrass. So that's that. Other times I'll use chlorella as well. And that's good stuff too. You can check that out online if you haven't heard of using that before. So that's all I'm putting in there as far as veggies and stuff. What I did earlier was to make a juice, and you can look up my juice recipe on protege.com. I put that up there last week, and again that kind of varies as well, but I made that earlier, and this is it's about 15 ounces, so, and I just juice what I have and throw it in there. I kind of know on my juicer how much to put in so that it makes it the texture that I like, and I like it kind of runny. I don't like thick smoothies. It just kind of makes me barf, so I make them pretty thin. Also, I use a Vitamix mixer, and I love this guy. I've had him for several years, and no problems with it, and it's amazing. It blends everything up really smooth, and I use this all the time for other things as well, like blending sauces and soups. I don't do soups a whole lot, but I just use this all the time, and I think it's kind of essential if you're going to go raw to eventually get one of these because I use it all the time. I could do raw just with this, even though I've got some other things too, like my Cuisinart. So, and some people will tell you that you can just use any old blender, and I think that's fine, to start with if that works for you. I did not find that worked for me, just because of the texture. It tends to not blend things fine enough for me, and it just is kind of barfy to me. But other people seem to do really well with that, and they don't mind the texture. So, but I have to have everything really smooth and kind of homogenized. So that's it. That's what I do in my smoothie. And like I said, I will vary things with the season and what I'm in the mood for. And really what I vary are the greens. Everything else pretty much stays the same. I'll add in, like I had blueberries today, I'll add in different kinds of fruit if I want to and I have it. But I always have the banana. That's the only fruit I always have. I don't really like so much fruit in my smoothies. I like to have them be mostly greens. And I just put a little bit of fruit in there. The juice also has some sweetness to it because it has carrots in it. I have 3 carrots in my juice today, and I usually do have 2 or 3 carrots. So without the juice, it's not quite as sweet and it's not quite as good to me. People will tell you too that it's better to drink your juice separately. I believe because it's more readily absorbable by your body than the smoothie. Your body has to do a little bit more work to digest your smoothie, and the juice pretty much just goes straight in. And I think that's probably true. And a lot of times I do drink my juice separately and then have a smoothie. And in that case, I'll make my smoothie with water instead of juice, which is fine, totally works. But especially if I'm in a hurry in the morning or basically just if I'm leaving for work, I'll put them together because I want to get my juice in and I need the calories from the smoothie. So I'll just pour that in a cup and I'm good to go to work. So that's it for today, you guys. Thanks for listening. Live love. Talk to you soon. Bye.